Hi there, and welcome to the Christmas shop, where it's Christmas every day and where we are making bows today. The first step is that you're going to cut a long piece of green floral wire with some wire cutters and fold it in half. Now, working with bows can be very difficult when you're first starting. It just takes a lot of practice. So if you're ever in need of help, we're happy to make you a bow here in the store for a small labor charge with the ribbon that we have on hand. So here I am. I've got it folded in approximately half. You don't have to make it exact. And your next step is that you're going to measure the ribbon you wish to work with, but don't cut it. An average bow uses about 3 yards of ribbon. However, you may need more or less depending on the size of the bow. Wider ribbon works best for making bigger bows, while narrow ribbon works best for smaller bows, but you don't have to follow that rule every time. And you're going to find the approximate middle of the length of ribbon to be the middle of your bow. I measure about 1.5 yards from the end. Create a small loop and then wrap the very center of your wire around, pulling tight and twisting to secure that middle. Now you're going to use the side of the ribbon that is the shortest. Loop your first side loop of ribbon. Make sure it looks bigger than your center loop and about half the width of what you want the bow to be. After you fold over each loop of ribbon, twist more floral wire around the base of the loop to hold the ribbon snugly together with the center of the bow. Keep looping ribbon and twisting floral wire around, making a ring of loops around your center loop. You'll probably end up with 3 loops from your shorter side of ribbon. After you use most of the short side of ribbon, continue with the longer side of ribbon until you have 5 or 6 big loops around the one small center loop. If you aren't sure how big of a bow you're going to want, another option is when you are measuring out your ribbon, instead just find the very center of the entire spool of ribbon and start there as the center of your bow, creating the loops equally on from both sides of ribbon, and then any of the remaining extra tails that hang down can hang down the entire tree. Now, with the magic of Christmas, I'm going to finish this bow in 4 times the speed just for y'all. Typically a bow does not take us very long to do, only about 15 minutes total, depending on the size. And to finish off, here we go. We're going to push some of the wire through some already secured wire and twist with the other end of your wire tightly to secure the entire bow together. Lastly, you can trim the tails of the ribbon to the length you want and make them look pretty. For this particular tree, I made several bows in a row. And you should have a couple long strings of your floral wire to tie the bow onto your tree. And there you go. You have a finished bow to put at the top of your tree. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you soon at the Christmas shop in Boerne, Texas. Merry Christmas!